everybody, Paul ISM. Welcome to the second at the bench update of my Kinetic 148th F-16I Sufa. So, you saw it last time, we were part built. It's probably, I think it's about 3 to 16 today, so wherever that was from last time. I think it's 3 or 4 days. We're all built up, she's ready for primer now. We'll have a quick overview in a minute. I've got the paint set, which I've tested as well. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you how it all looks in bare plastic because it's multicoloured like you wouldn't believe. I'll then go prime it, we'll come back quickly and we'll see what it looks like primed, and we'll also see, more importantly, what all these seams are like and whatnot, because clamping it was an absolute nightmare. So first of all, she's all together, as you can see. We go on this camera. Multicolour plastics, we've got 4 different colours of plastic. We've got a dark grey, a dark brown, a light brown, a very light grey, and I think there might even be another tone of a slightly different colour grey. But there's at least 4 colours in there anyway. Undercarriage is in, no wheels or nothing yet. All the landing bays are in, the doors aren't on yet and whatnot, but everything else is. Clamping needed everywhere. I think I mentioned this last time. The only bit of filler I've had to put on this entire thing so far is a little piece in there. If we go to the close-up cam, we can see it. A little piece in there, like so. It actually looks like there's stuff in there, but there's not. It is hopefully filled perfectly. And then underneath again, I've managed to get just a little sprinkling in there, but other than that, I think we'll be okay. So, like I say, no filler. It's been a challenging build. The instructions aren't great. Some of the fit apart isn't great, so it's definitely test fit, check, test fit. A lot of sanding, a lot of fitting, a lot of mucking about to get it into work. But it's all gone in and it looks great. It looks fine. A lot of add-ons for this thing. There's a lot of extra vents, sensors, all sorts of stuff all over it. Antenna. You got the avionics spine on the back, the fuel tank bulges. It's like a F-16 on steroids. It's an immense machine and it looks very impressive. Even its bare styrene, and I've lost my little pitot tube. There she is. So that was placed in temporarily too. So like I say, we're ready for primer. I just want to show it in its bare plastic, like I said I would. And then we'll go prime it. And we'll come back and have a quick look, see what it looks like. Canopy's done, cockpit's all done as well. Canopy's just friction fitted in. Nice little touch. Cockpit is as good as we're going to get. It's literally out of the box cockpit. Seats aren't great, instrument panels aren't all that great either. So, like I say, made the best of a bad situation. And that's what we've got. Canopy did have a seam on it, and I did say I'd show it being removed in this video. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to make an actual video on doing it to show how it's done, because I've had several people ask me over the past few days. So that did have a seam through it. What I did, starts off with the grey UMP sander, then the 1200 side of the black one, so the smoother side, that side, or the grey one, whichever one you call it, and then finally the green buffer, and then the white polisher on the other side. And that got us to that real nice finish. No real need for any polishing compounds, but you could, should you wish. But for me, it looks fine. Now, this canopy does have a floor on it. If I can show you through that black, you might see it. There it is. I'd see it's right there. It's in the plastic. I've tried sanding it, I've polished it, the lot, and it's inside the plastic, so I can't get rid of it. So we're stuck with that, unfortunately. And that is literally just hard luck. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mask this up, then I'm going to prime it with the Badger primer. I'm not going to show it being primed because there's no point, because you've seen things being primed before. We'll come back, we'll have a look how she's primed, and we'll see what the seam line's going to look like. So I'll do that off camera. So if you need to polish a canopy, get some of those. I'll show that in the F-15 video as well, the Great Wall Hobby build I did a while back. Now, something else I ride the other day is my MiG IAF Desert Scheme colour set, which looks great. I've test sprayed it. They're the colours we've got. They're a little bit off to the Kinetics colours on there, but I don't think these are accurate. I've looked online and they do look to be a good match. Very nice colours. They sprayed okay. Need a little bit, tiny bit of Mr. Hobby thin. Mr. Hobby Mr. Colour thinner in there, because the surface tension, it's just the same fault. Even spraying a real nice thin coat, letting it dry, I was still getting fish eyes. So literally a case of, well, we're gonna have to put a little bit of thinner in there and do it that way. So that's it, but the colours look great. Good little paint set for Israeli Air Force, and hopefully she's going to look great. So there's the call out scheme we'll be going for on the camo scheme. I might look online to see if it is the correct scheme, because I'm not going to go by this, judging by the rest of the instructions. But the colours look to be okay, and it's going to be quite a pretty paint scheme as well. So really looking forward to that. The aircraft's all done, but I haven't touched any ordnance yet, and there's a lot of it on this thing. Probably going to be looking on this. We'll be having the aim lines on the very far pylons and the edge of the wings. Probably looking, I'm not sure on the inner pylon which one we're going to do. We should have to think, but we'll definitely go for GBU of some description, and then the fuel tank, probably the 370 fuel tank. And I don't know about anything else yet. I haven't really decided, but there's a lot to do. 8 pylons in total, so a lot of ordnance to get through. And once this is primed, I'm going to put it away for a couple of days, let the primer fully cure, and I'm going to crack on with the ordnance. So there you go. So I'm going to mask this up, and I'll come back once it's primed, and we'll see what it look like. Okay, there we go, all primed. So Badger Standard Res primer, the Iwata RG3 spray gun, the mini spray gun. Couple of minutes work. Job done. Beautifully smooth, flawless finish. All the seams are great. The only one that needs a little bit of work is just on the nose there. I just need to take that back just a tiny little bit, finish it. But we had a seam at the front there which is gone. No seams down the back. All the seams across the top edge have been great. The fuel tanks, etc. The side seams, not too bad. We've got a bit of a pronounced slip there, but it's not a drama at all. A little bit there as well, but nothing bad at all. And the whole top spine is great the whole way along. So the smallest amount of filler needed on this kit. It's not been the easiest kit to build. It has been a bit instructions are very vague, so you do one step, you look at the next step, and there's parts have just suddenly appeared, and you've literally got to go on a hunt through the parts to actually physically find them, which is interesting to say the least. So that makes building it quite a challenge, but I highly recommend the kit. If you want something that's not easy out of the box, like a Tamiya F-16 falls together, literally you could start building aircraft and build one of those things. It's so easy to build, beautiful kit. If you want something a bit more challenging, then this is definitely worth a go. Like I say, underneath, absolutely stunning, excellent primer, the Badger stuff, highly recommend it, very very good. And the cockpit, even though the canopy is just friction fitted, cockpit's unhindered, canopy's perfect. So we are ready to rock and roll. So next step is I'm going to leave it for a couple of days. I'm going to sort that little floor out on the nose cone. I'm going to sort all the ordnance out next. We'll get all the ordnance primed, ready for paint. Hopefully then my MiG 21 colours will arrive, and I can get the MiG to primer, which I might do before if they don't anyway. Get the MiG to primer, get it painted. I need to get both these builds out of the way. Then I'm going to get my hind back on the go again. I've got about a month to get that finished before, oh god, me and Jonathan Bellows are both going to build Airfix's 1/24 scale Typhoon. And I've got an immense aftermarket set for it. Really looking forward to building this. But the size of that thing, I need everything off the bench. I need to get this F-16 SIG done, the Russian group build done, and I want the hind out of the way. If I don't get the hind out of the way, it's not the end of the world, but I just would like to clear a bit of space. I don't need to get the hind finished till November, because that's when I want to display it, so there's no real drama there. But mine's ticking over, and one thing I really do want to start, and I bought it the other day, I've already built it before, if I can grab it. Oh, and that reminds you as well, I want to show that, I forgot. I bought Tamiya's awesome Illusion IL-2. I built this kit before, excuse the light. It's a beautiful kit, and I want to build it again, trying my slightly new techniques of painting and weathering, just to see what it turns out like. And it's a Russian group build, and it didn't take me long to build it last time, so I'm going to do that scheme this time, because I did that one last, which is quite a plain scheme, pardon the pun. I want to do this one with the fancy decals on, and and whatnot. So I want to give that a real go. Oh, sorry about that, it's my phone. So that's one I really want to get cracking on. So I don't know if to start it or not, but Brett, one of the Pricks of Plastic, very, very kindly, we were talking about this months ago, and he sent me one as a Christmas present. It was late because he missed the post. That and some candy centres. Very generous, Brett, absolutely awesome, and I'm really looking forward to finishing, to building this. It looks great. Really does look like an interesting kit. So again, that is definitely something I'm going to look forward to building. I've got a couple of cars and a couple of bikes that I really want to build. I want to get the General Lee as well, and I really want to give building cars and bikes a real good go. So thank you very much, Brett, very generous, mate. Absolutely gobsmacked when I opened that parcel of the day. Absolutely beautiful, and very kind of you, mate, very much appreciated. So there you go. Latest on at the bench. The Sufa's ready for paint. I'm going to do the ordnance, get that all out of the way. The MiG-21 will be back out, and we'll have another at the bench update on that. I know we didn't start with it, but we can still continue and carry on like that. And then, like I say, we'll get cracking with the hind. So there you go. Like I say, I did explain I was going to do the sander on the canopy, but I'll do a separate video sometime, hopefully this week. And the Vigan as well. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to get a part out soon as well. So fingers crossed, you should see that over the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed. And that's it. So there you go. So thanks for watching. At the bench with Paul. I'll see you soon for the next update, and I'll catch you around.